Good morning. It's a nice, lovely, sunny day. Birds are out, they're tweeting. Aside from the 40-mile-an-hour wind and freezing temperatures, it's great. I'm gonna try to ride my bike around, see what I can see, as I don't think that many people will be out and about. And we'll see what we can get done today. I also wanna walk down and just check to see how the ice is going. Otherwise, it's so cold, my hands are already numb filming this. So yeah, let's start off day 2. Back at the now horribly windy pickleball and tennis courts. Just wanted to see if it was still somewhat cleared. It is. I mean, I'm just doing a little tour today because it is so cold. I think the temp right now is like -11 with ridiculous wind chill. Alright, here is one of the main stations for where people will throw their boats and stuff into the East Lake. The house I'm currently staying at is on the West Lake. I figured I'd come over here and show you this one first. Sadly, there is not actually a full coat of ice. So I'm not too sure about the winter games this year, but that's for a later date. If you don't know about the winter games, I would highly recommend you look them up. And if you ever come into Okoboji, maybe try to watch them during the winter time. It's free to go unless you want to participate in any of the activities. I don't know if you can hear me. It's really, really windy, but I'm standing where the dock is supposed to be. They haven't pulled up right now. But yeah, here's the West Lake. It's a lot bigger. It's also very windy. My hands are already about to fall off. But it looks to be iced over. I don't know if I want to walk on it, just because I don't, like I said, I don't want to go into a pool with unjumped revoked, and there's no one to save me. So here's West Lake. This right over there, kind of around the bend, is where they would have the winter games if you guys ever show up. So yeah, I'm gonna head inside. It's freezing. All right, so rules for games. Really what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just learn it by myself, kind of off camera, and then I'll show you kind of a before and after, kind of how it looks to set up, and then how it looks kind of once you've completed it, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to learn them. I know it's not video games like most people play nowadays. It's like old people type stuff, but I guess I'm old. This one got a bit more fun the longer I played. However, learning it was a bit of a struggle. I do think it would be a lot better to play with others, obviously, and especially if they know how to play it. Phase 10. I thought this one was awesome. Would definitely recommend playing with others, but if you're really bored and you're trying to heat back up after being out in the cold, still would highly recommend Phase 10. Go for it, play it, it's fun. Make sure you have time though, it takes quite a while. So, the fact that this game here is about throwing a burrito at another person, and I don't have another person, I feel like I'm just gonna push this one aside and move on to a different one, because this one sounds awesome, but not by myself. That's too lonely of a thing, even for me. I don't know if I can handle it. So we're just gonna move on to another one. This one was very interesting. It took quite a bit to finally figure out how it all was supposed to connect together. But once it was figured out, it wasn't too bad. I also would recommend, if you have like cousins or younger people in your family that kind of need something to keep them going or to distract them, this is a good one as long as there's a couple older kids that are willing to do it with them. I personally found it really fun once I figured it out. I got all the games packed up. I think I'm warmed up and ready now to go attack the day once more. I think we're going to head over to Arnold's Park and either bike ride or drive. I haven't quite decided until I get my clothes on. I feel like driving, they won't let me in, and bike ride, they can't stop me. So I think we might bike ride over to Arnold's Park. And then once we get in, I'll show you what's available, as most of the stuff's closed right now just because it's so cold. This is the water tower. I'm just gonna slide into here. Winter Games. I don't actually remember when those are hosted. But normally when they're being hosted, you can come up here, you can watch, or unless you already have a spot, come up here. This is like a stage, I'm assuming, but they'll have like human foosball like right off the ledge here. Then I'm gonna not fall down. Without wiping out. There's so much ice. And then come over here. Over here is where they'll do the polar plunge, which I don't understand how people are that crazy. I probably need to try it sometime, so I'm not just judging. But normally what they'll have them do is they'll have like an ambulance stationed over here, and then right here where there's actually running water, people will run down this dock, well, these steps here, and we'll head down for the polar plunge, dip in, and then sprint out like a bear is chasing them for obvious reasons. And if we come up here, of course we got the massive Ferris wheel, and we've got the roller coaster. So over there is where I'm staying. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna loop around here. So then, there's actually a picture of it in the house I'm staying in, but that's the queen of Lake Okoboji. It's like a big tourist ride, so people hop on, they'll get a whole loop around. And of course, as it's a thing nowadays, there's beer, cocktails, all that stuff on board. And then you got kind of a little strip here. Pretty sweet. You got Arnold's Park amusement over there. Black Walnut Candy, Majestic Pavilion. Top OG coffee house, I think. Top side. And you've got the roof gardens here. It's like a big open area for just like people to gather, warm up. There's like a little kids outside play area. And there's of course more buildings in the main area of the park. Yeah, that's just about all the main parts of the center of Lake Okoboji's Arnold Park. One last thing is I'll exit through the like secondary entrance exit. Once I get there, I'll show you the video. Okay, almost there. Just have to cut through the grass, it seems, but right here is where it kind of starts / ends. Get over there. As long as I don't crash. Okay, we're here. Now I kind of just follow these things up. I mean, it says to keep right, but no one's here to stop me. So, oh, this could be interesting on a bike. Ooh. Alright, and then we've got Fillenworth Beach area, kind of south of here. And then, yeah, this is mainly the entrance exit area of another life, depending on where you enter from. This is normally where I come in, but figured I'd show the entrance if I'm already going to be there and already taking the ride out. Yeah, and then here's the entrance sign from this angle. There's a secondary parking lot over there. And yeah, I think now I'm gonna head back home and get ready to play one more game before the final walk of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turkeys.
Alrighty, Machi Koro. This one was pretty fun. It felt kind of like a Monopoly wannabe, but not really. It If it is, it's a fast-paced Monopoly, which I highly recommend, as most of the time I play Monopoly, the games last 3 or more hours. So if you want to play Monopoly but don't have all the time, definitely play this game. This one takes at most an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I only played by myself, not with another person. But highly recommend Machi Koro. Play it with your friends. Alright, so I just got back to my room. I wanted a quick change before my walk. That way when I get back, I'm kind of all ready for bed. Yeah, it felt like a productive day. I don't know if that's how it's going to turn out in the final cut, but yeah, I'm just going to head out for a late night stroll just to get my final steps in. I've got 8,000 to get in, so yeah, another kind of sedentary day just because I haven't figured out how to get my watch to pick up bike rides yet. So once I figure that out, we should be golden. But otherwise, yeah, late night walk. Here we go. And here we go. I'm all dressed up and ready for the walk. Let's go attack these 8,000 steps. I'm going to do a small little time lapse every once in a while just so you can kind of follow along the route that I took. Alrighty, I'll see ya after the time lapse. Got it. Es finito. Beautiful, isn't it? We're done. That's pretty much a wrap on the Okoboji tour, because tomorrow I'm just gonna, clean up the house and then head back home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah, I'll bet you thought the video was done. I actually did too. But upon further notice, I didn't get through all the games like I said I would. So, without further ado, this is the case file game rating from yours truly, a very unknown YouTuber whose opinion doesn't fully matter right now. However, I think it was pretty fun, and I played by myself. With other people, it's got to be more fun. There's no way it can't be. It does say 3 to 4 players with ages 12 plus. However, I've played through it twice just because the first time I didn't really know what the heck I was doing. The second time, it was very fun. Would highly recommend. If you have it, play it. If you don't, maybe get it. It's kind of like a more advanced version of Clue. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time. Check out the channel. Bye.